Alright people, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification. That way you'll know when I upload the next video and you'll be supporting my channel. Follow me on Twitter. Every time I upload a new video, I'll be tweeting. Ladies and gentlemen, this is UX and this is Spooky by the channel Incognito Mode, Internet Historian. Yes, I guess another in the field video. I love that in the field. It's really awesome to see how Internet Historian thinks, I guess. Internet Historian and his friend, right? What goes through their head because they just, touch a topic and just talk about it. Whatever comes to their mind is just awesome. So let's watch it. Remember, if you like my Rickson, don't forget to like, subscribe, so I know which type of videos to react to more, I guess. Check out the Rick Sunday, there's a link in the description. Check out the cast for the different playlists I created, like Internet Historian, Warhammer 40k, Jontron, things like that. Yeah, let's watch it.
Spooky. Spooky. What is spooky? Is this kind of spooky? How about this? Jump scare. What if I built up tension like I was going to do another jump scare? But then I didn't. But then I did. Aha, I have jump scared you. I will wait here so that I can do my ultimate spooking. Boo. And then I'll just load some of these Halloween-themed bullets. All this and more on Jump Scare.
This was released in December 3rd. Isn't that a bit late for Halloween?
I don't know if you explicitly want to talk about your phobias, because I kind of don't.
I don't like moths.
Moths kind of suck.
Yeah, it's not that I'm afraid of moths. It's that I know what they're like. And what's going to happen is, if I try to live and let live with a moth in the room, you're going to bump into the light bulb for a while, and then you're going to find a way to get down the back of my shirt. I just don't want to have it, so I go out of my way to kill moths.
Being a personality online, last thing you want is to be like, oh, I'm terrified of beautiful woman's breasts, and then you wake up next day with 500 DMs being like, look at this loser, and you're like, no! Which, by the way, is my phobia.
I don't find butterflies to be very beautiful either. They're just larvae with wings.
Yeah, but aren't we all?
We all.
I guess you could classify ghosts as a phobia.
Why are all ghosts from like the 1800s? How come you never just see some guy who died like 2 weeks ago wearing like a Gucci shirt or something?
Oh, I've seen modern ghosts.
What, in real life?
In movies and stuff.
Okay.
Usually it's like just after the accident though. So, Sixth Sense.
Yeah, right.
There's this scene with a bike crash and it's like the moment that the mum starts to believe. And she goes, how do you know that? Like with tears in his eyes. She's standing beside my window. But then it's just this extra with no lines.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of standing there with like a bloodied up head. But then it goes, what's my cue? And it just sort of walks away and it's very like nonchalant. And it's so funny. It's funny, right? It's not just me. Like, it's this really well done dramatic moment. But then the bike leaves.
She just kind of feels a bit awkward. She's like, I'll come back later.
I do think that is...
Alright, I think that, first of all, that Sixth Sense things only works in one of those movies, right? Entire movies work on jump scares, right? With intense music and, I guess, high tempo, low tempo, it only works like that. If somebody shows that there's a intense music, loud music plays, and then that just walks away at night or something, that works. Otherwise, just, as I say, I can see that ghost and just staring at him walks away, that just feels weird. As far as phobia, I think... I don't know about phobia, but I think I hate cockroaches, right? Because I don't know why. Cockroaches just basically it's just like what he said about the moths, right? Moths just, basically hits the light and it's going to fall on you or something. You just have that kind of thought. Cockroaches, same thing. Cockroaches, when you, I guess, enter, it just runs away. When you start the light, it runs away. It just sometimes, walks weird and funny. It just looks, I don't know. I just always like, oh, what the fuck? What if I step on one? It's just gross in that sense. I don't have phobia as I'm afraid of something type of phobia, but it's just, something like that.
There's a potential market that has not been tapped. Airbnbs that are gimmick haunted okay, so some of the cabinets, the hinges are, installed a certain way so that they like naturally swing open more than they should. Stuff like that. Fuck, that would be awesome.
Little actuators that like open up doors late at night.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, oh, fuck. And then you've got like a story to go home with. Why the hell isn't that a thing? Okay, let's say you've booked in the Airbnb.
Because it's called terrorism. If you know it, it's like a horror house from one of those, fairs or whatever. But if you don't know him, it's just normal Airbnb and something like that. But it's called, intentional terrorism.
And you're on your way there.
Yeah.
It's like this one dirt road, and so they've hired a guy. Steve, you got to get out there.
There's this old British man with a flat cap.
You're playing the role of the harbinger. In case you don't know what a harbinger is, here's the scene from Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
I've seen plenty come and go. Getting back. That's your concern.
You're not staying in the old cabin down the way, are you? Some say it's haunted. It was 80 years ago. The old Brown family.
Harbinger basically, as far as I know, because when I was a kid, I googled that while playing Mass Effect 2. Harbinger just means that, something that just tells you arrival of something else that is coming, right? Like a lightning is the harbinger of rain or something like that. I don't know.
Family. They had perished in a terrible fire. They say they haunt the grounds ever since.
You might be wondering why the house seems old if it caught on fire. Don't think about that too
Well,
much.
it's made of asbestos, you see. And that's the real scary thing. Don't breathe too deeply now.
The silent killer. In fact, would you know that asbestos was actually...
Stop it. Stop talking about the asbestos. You've got to get back onto the... Yeah, he's got a little earpiece in. They say that no Airbnb customers ever make it out alive. Oh, I know what you go. The whole house is yours. Feel free to enjoy it. But there is one rule. Do not open the door to the basement.
yeah, that's good.
And then that stays locked until like 11 p.m. and then it just unlocks itself.
If a door like that unlocked, I would slam it shut and put a chair up against it. You have to make a reason for them to go down there. So it would be something like...
Like a child's voice?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't close the door. I would literally jump out of the window, run as fast as I can before the house is not even in my horizon. That's what I would do.
There's a Bluetooth down there as well.
Excuse me, hello?
Oh, that's good. Would you even try and sleep if you paid money to stay at somewhere creepy like that? I guess you would.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
You might end up with just a bunch of drunk people who go, look, there's probably a Bluetooth speaker in
There's
here.
like a fake child doll. And they punch it and break it. There's a lot of setup that's involved to suspend the disbelief. What I was thinking was the power cuts out or something along that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I know they were just, I guess just went rational thinking, it's just probably some people, I guess, partying. It's just a doll, I would punch it, with that kind of mentality. But let's be honest, if this was real, right? If they actually went to a place like that where they said, don't open this door, the door opens, they find a doll there, they wouldn't do that. They would run out of that. Even doesn't matter how much rational they are, right? How much they don't believe in ghosts, they would still run away. Because, Richard Dawkins once said, this is the guy who, I guess, fights against religion and all the things. He's just basically a brilliant scientist, right? Philosopher, scientist, whatever, biologist, basically, who's famous for things like this, who wrote many books. Basically, even he said that. I don't believe in all this stuff, but I would not sleep a night at a place which is famous for being haunted. Even he said that, right? So if he can said that, right? Anybody would get scared, basically. Anybody would be like, oh, if this is haunted, I'm not going near that. Because it doesn't matter if you believe in ghosts or not. Why would you try to touch a thing, whether you believe it or not? Why would you touch a thing which is famous for something? Why you test it out, right? There are many other homes, right? Many other Airbnb. Just go there. If you see a doll, you wouldn't see I'm going to punch it. No, I'm going to walk away now.
Good.
Okay.
I've got it. The power goes out, but they've given you a torch beforehand.
Yeah.
But they're UV torches. And so when you turn them on, there's blood stains and shit all over the wall.
Yeah, that's not a blood stain from.
Yeah. If you sold it as an experience instead of as an actual accommodation, it would be brilliant. Because you get some businessman who's just I had the worst night's sleep. 0 stars. Have you seen the Saw movies?
I haven't, but I've watched all of your movie sucks.
But the question is, how would you design a saw trap?
First of all, you have to design a saw trap that I think it's meant to make them appreciate life.
Right, so you have to put me in the saw trap. What's my crime?
Internet historian, would you like to play a game?
Yeah, why not? That sounds fun. I like games.
Very relaxed about the whole
check
situation.
it out.
Oh, what a wonderful nap. It was right in the middle of the day as well. I feel so refreshed.
That was great, thank you.
So what happens next?
You wake up taped to a deck chair,
Wow.
and the little sawman comes out.
For your crimes of not replying to my DMs one time.
Yeah.
Your pinky finger was trapped in a vice grip.
Oh no, that's my favorite.
I didn't get that. What's with the tricycle in the Saw movie? I never watched any Saw movie, if I can remember correctly. Maybe some bit of it, but didn't entirely watch the movie. I remember watching Scary Movie 4, which is basically a parody of the Saw movies, I think, right? Or was it Scary Movie 3? I think it was a 4, Scary Movie 4, which is a parody of that. And I thought there was a joke that, that Saw guy basically, just arrives in tricycle. But no, it's an actual thing. Like, what the fuck? Is that supposed to confuse me? Like, sometimes, something scary plus confusion amplifies things. Maybe that's what it's supposed to be. Like, okay, why is he on tricycle? So that's even more scary.
Favorite of all my fingers.
The handles of the vice grip are electrocuted. The only way to remove it is to unplug the electricity, but the plug is at the bottom of a tube of smartphones, which are all logged into your Twitter account with tweets already typed out containing the N-word.
Oh no, right. So you have to not touch
God.
the. Oh my god.
Like
At
more
first I'm like,
creative.
I'm not gonna go near that thing. That's too high a price to pay, man. But then
especially
I
with
would
the
put
story.
my pants over my hands, and now I'm digging
No.
through the phones, and I'm not setting them off.
What are you doing?
I have passed the trap. What are you doing?
Stop! Oh, you don't mean to do it like that.
Wouldn't that be great if you'd just not thought of one really obvious thing? Right, you suddenly wake up in a lazy boy chair.
Oh, this is pretty good.
You are duct taped to the lazy boy chair.
This is still fine.
Suddenly, the television turns on. Hello, mini kudos.
Hello?
You've never appreciated having legs.
Dear God.
So, as punishment, you're gonna have to,
I don't want to be a critic, but
Usually when I'm kidnapped, people have it more planned out than us.
No, shut up. Shut up. So, as you can tell, the cuffs of your pants have small hooks in them.
Oh.
And they are connected to...
He would say, shut up, I'm managing 3 victims right now. I'm overloaded. Do you know how much work I put through? I have to talk to 3 victims right now on different monitors.
these chains on the wall. This television is going to turn into only sex scenes from popular movies. After 3 minutes, your pants will be all the way down, and you will still be stuck to this chair. And at that point, a little bell will go off, and your mum will be summoned into the room, and she will catch you.
Dear God, no.
If you want to stop this from happening, you're gonna have to cut off your own legs.
With what?
Here, I got you this implement. We'll just let the editor decide what the implement is.
Here's what Derek Sorman didn't foresee, though.
Right.
I saw The Wolf of Wall Street with my ex-girlfriend's parents in the theater, so nothing will ever beat that.
You could have turned to your girlfriend and gone, "Oh, we've done that one."
And then I fucking look her dad in the eyes.
There's like a, you never appreciated.
You watched a movie with your ex-girlfriend's parents? That's a red flag to begin with. Why would you do that? I mean, there's a high chance some inappropriate scene can come and, with your in-laws. That's just weird, isn't it?
Your foreskin when you had it.
Have you seen that video of the pigeons getting sucked into the grain silo?
Oh, yeah, it happens to people too.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the people aren't eating the grain, though. That's kind of like the pigeon version of Saw. Their own hubris
Oh
does
god,
the
that is so sad.
silo.
Oh, yeah, it happens to people too.
This is so fucked up.
Yeah. Well,
See, as soon as that pigeon just went in, this pigeon's like, oh no, and just tried to go there and see what's happening. It went inside too.
I'm sure
Look
the
at
people
that. It
aren't
just flew
eating the
there.
grain, though. That's kind of like the
Oh.
pigeon version of Saw. Their own hubris does them in because they're just...
Yes, that's great. Ah, you love corn, do you?
Well, here's an infinite supply of corn. Don't get sucked in. One of them goes in head
Sad.
first. He can see it coming and he's like, this is my fate.
Right, I am not afraid. My ancestors will look down upon me. Ad time. Email,
Thing, really?
Netflix, Facebook, Amazon, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. Too many accounts, too many.
Well, now there is. It's me, NordPass Woman.
Oh, but
Shut up, ugly. It's time to use NordPass. Store all of your accounts and passwords in one delicious place using just one master password.
wow, that sounds great.
Shut up.
Oh my god, I cannot believe that those hackers managed to guess password 123.
Oops, you turned it's broken. Now let's fix those passwords. Improve your security with big sophisticated passwords, all randomly generalized. Here, let me install it now on your phone.
No, thank you.
Who really? Can you believe what a total bee she is?
Help, I am afraid of technology. Something password.
Shut up, you handsome man. Did someone say a better way? No need to enter login info ever again. Use NordPass across all devices. Throw away this post-it note. And give me your phone number. We should go out sometime. With NordPass. I'm not really sure how this ad should end.
Shut up and go to nordpass.com/incognito to get 70% off.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, the fart thing might be a bit when the Nord people like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Okay, seriously, I just realized that Simplified made a video, I guess, after a few days after the Internet Student released this one, who also has NordVPN as a sponsor. What NordVPN should do is, I guess, ask Internet Student to make an ad and basically tell every other creator to use that ad, right? So you're watching a Simplified video and suddenly Internet Student comes with this ad. That'd be fucking awesome. Yeah, okay, you know what, I have to stop right now. This is part 1, I guess. I'll do the part 2 tomorrow. I have to go right now. Yeah, okay, it's a bit late anyway. Alright, this was, I guess, good enough. Spooky, the topic. I'm surprised after doing so many, in the field series, he didn't do certain just topics like spooky and things like that, right? I mean, he touched so many, specific topics, right? Like weapons and things, but something that basically is basically emotions, right? Fear, spooky, things like that. But yeah, so phobias, like I said, phobia is just sometimes, the cockroach thing is just creepy to me, right? Because what if I step on one? That's the, fear all the time because it would be gross. But I don't know, I don't have any real phobia that just, is irrational, but just gives me creeps. I don't have something like that. Ghost thing, even the Richard Dawkins says I won't sleep at night, which is famous for being haunted somehow. So if he can say that, I guess, every person in the world basically is justified to avoid any haunted house or ghost-related stuff. So yeah, unknown is scary, regardless of, what, right? Even if you believe in it or not, unknown is always scary. Right, if you like my Rick on the phone, like, subscribe, check out the Rick Sunday, there's a link in the description, check out the Khas, yeah, I'll see you next time.